In this video, we're going to talk about Naples, Florida, but not simply Naples, Florida. We're going to talk about an area of Naples, Florida known as Port Royal. We're going to title this video a flyover Port Royal because we're actually going to show you some drone or sky footage, compliments of William Ravis Real Estate, of the area that is so gorgeous. When I moved here, which is about 20 years ago, for any of you who vacation here or come down to visit, you're going to head down to Fifth Avenue. You're going to check out the shops and restaurants there. You're going to scurry up to 3rd Street and check out the shops and restaurants there, grab a bite to eat at Camp Yellows or Tommy Bahamas or Sea Salt. Check that out. And then you're going to drive possibly past an area known as Aqua Lane Shores. And all of a sudden, you're going to enter into an area where you see these homes that your eyes kind of pop out. Some of the homes you'll be able to see fairly nicely. Some are camouflaged by the landscaping and gating and what have you, but you will see these estate homes and just these magnificent, absolutely gorgeous properties. And you may wonder where you are. More than likely, if that's what you're experiencing here in Naples, Florida, you are in the Port Royal district. You're in the area of Port Royal. So I want to discuss that today. And I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I'm going to read through, instead of doing my teleprompter, we're doing a little more impromptu in some of my videos lately. And so Port Royal here in Naples, Florida. The name Port Royal was conceived after the infamous 17th century Jamaican city where pirateers and smugglers spent their spoils from the looting of ships in the Caribbean. The streets of Port Royal are named in tradition of the theme of those days gone by, like Gin Lane, Rum Row. I kind of wondered why when I first saw the name, Gin Lane, Rum Row, Galleon Drive, Buccaneer Roost. You start to wonder about the names, which we'll show you. The completed lots, one half acre and up, began selling for $7,500 to $12,000, and the spec homes that John Sample developed sold for around $22,000 to $25,000. So again, the developer John Sample, which we'll get into a little bit more, when he began selling that property, the acreage there, one half acre, they were selling for $7,500. You'll hear where they are now. $7,500 to $12,000. Then he developed the properties and he sold them for $22,000 to $25,000, which was a good sum back in those days. We're talking in the late 1930s to 1950s. Today, a vacant lot can be found for around $4 million. That's the vacant lot. And completed home values as high as $30 million on the Gulf of Mexico. But actually, that number simply just jumped up to roughly around 60 million now, depending on the acreage we're talking about, because there's numbers here in 2023. Now we're sitting in March of 2023, where we have houses selling in the upwards of 50 million plus. So those numbers are jumped up. So quite a bit of change from the 22 to 25,000 way back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s to basically 50, 60, 70 million and somewhere in that range here in 2023. So let's cover a touch more of the background regarding Port Royal in Naples, Florida. I am Dr. Ron Repesi, your real estate doctor with William Ravis Real Estate. And if you've been to my channel before or you're visiting for the first time, I want to thank you for spending your time with me. Port Royal is the definition of luxury living. It's luxury Florida living and lifestyle here. It truly is. Naples to me is just paradise in general, luxury living. So paradise conceived over decades, it has matured into a majestic beachfront mansion and fabulous waterfront estates, all surrounded by exquisite examples of tropical flora and fauna. So this is the Port Royal area we're talking about. So back in 1959, John Sample developed the now famous luxury beachside private membership known as Port Royal Club, which I'll get back to in a minute. A world-class facility featuring gourmet dining, entertainment, fitness centers with personal trainers, physical therapists, spa treatments, tennis facilities, professional staff, a beachside swimming pool representing a luxury standard of living on the Gulf of Florida. It's a symbol of lifestyle in Port Royal. Now, that Port Royal Club is being rebuilt. Hurricane Ian did do some treacherous damage to it, but the Port Royal Club will be in existence and there will be memberships. I don't know what the waiting list to become a member at this point, but anyway, the Port Royal Club is still a thing and still going to be absolutely magnificent. So between 1938 and 1950, John Sample acquired small parcels of land that eventually totaled up to 2 square miles, and he conceived a real estate development of this Gulf front area and deep water canals, coves in the Naples Bay, lots to be sold to buyers that he handpicked himself. He named the project Port Royal. With just over 550 homes and located just minutes from 3rd Street and 5th Avenue, upscale shopping districts, and fine dining, there are many reasons why Port Royal, Naples, Florida is considered one of the best neighborhoods to live in this country. Now it's time to enjoy some bird's eye view of this amazing part of Naples, Florida, known as Port Royal. And so before we do the flyover, I want to just show you a little screen share, because I actually pulled up ahead of time. So just to give you an idea, once that little pop-up box disappears. So this is a map. This is one of the maps we have with William Ravis Real Estate. I just wanted you to see this view here. So you have get my pointer here, the Gulf of Mexico. And then I'll show you the name of these streets. We'll get a close-up view, but I just wanted to get a kind of the bird's eye map view of what this looks like. Now we're going to turn the map so that we come to Google Maps. So now we have the Gulf of Mexico here. So that map just tipped downward. I was drawing on these roads, like you'll see here, the roadways, Galleon, Spyglass. Remember, we're talking about the privateers. We have Gin Lane. Let me just see if I can scoot this down, because I wanted to show you. So when I talked about Aqua Lane Shores, this is right before you enter into Port Royal, which ends around 21st Street. You have North Gulf Shore Boulevard, and then that comes to an end and turns into, you'll be traversing along Gordon. We come into here, you'll see, this is the 5th Avenue area, and then we come to 2nd Street, Gulf Shore Boulevard, south. So I think I said north. So Gulf Shore Boulevard south, Aqua Lane Shores, and then you'll come all the way down. Port Royal's at the very end. Just want to show you this. And then we have Gordon's Pass, where a lot of the boating community is very familiar with. They'll come through and they'll enter the Gulf of Mexico through Gordon's Pass. So this Cutlass Lane, Fort Charles Drive, Rum Row, you got to love it. Just love the name. So anyway, I just wanted to let you see, maybe that's a little bit better view. So just previously I showed you our William Ravis map that's just turned the other direction. Again, Gulf of Mexico here. And then just so you can actually see the names of the streets, we tilted it down with the Gulf of Mexico out here. So north to south. So hopefully that gives you a little better picture of what the Port Royal area looks like. Also, I'll be doing a video on another area I love. So if we just come a little bit east, we have an area many of you may be familiar or heard of called Royal Harbor. I love this area also. It's, I guess, not considered as prestigious. I don't know if I should say that, but I think it's pretty magnificent. So Royal Harbor sits right here, and then I'll just drag across. We have Aqua Lane Shores, again, water access, canal lots, waterfront lots, and then, of course, back to what I was showing you here, Port Royal. So again, you can look at that. Named after the famous 17th century Jamaican city, where privateers and smugglers spent their spoils. Love that. I just, just looked it up. I didn't always know that. I always wondered why the, names were Spyglass or Fort Charles or Rum Row. So let's go a little bit across here. You can see this is just an internet search of Port Royal's Naples, Florida, as you see here. And you just, when you do the Naples or the search, you'll see some of these properties that pop up. Obviously beautiful. When you go to realtor.com, you see, look at the price tag there, $25 million. Beautiful, beautiful view. Let's see, it actually changes as I hover over. You get a little better look at that. And then we'll go over to one more. Oh, look at that. Port Royal, $49,500,000. So yeah, just magnificent properties. And it's not just about, you can see this beautiful house over here. Just really stunning. If nothing else, it's amazing to see, whether you see it from the roadway or from the waterway, which you can do that too. You can take boat tours and see the backside of Port Royal and actually see the magnificence and the vastness of these structures. These are literally not, they're state homes. Some of them to me look like beyond hotels. So it's pretty awesome. I think I have another link here that I did my screen share. We're going to be doing in a moment the sky view of Port Royal. So I hope you really, really enjoyed that few-minute video. I really loved it the first time I saw it, and you're going to see some of this imagery. But again, we're just going to go back across before we move to our sky view, just to show you just what you'll see as you look online, simplyrealtor.com. There you go, pop-ups. Just gorgeous places, just gorgeous. You'll really enjoy as you travel down Gulf Shore Boulevard South, Gordon Drive. It's just a lot of fun. The first time I got to do that, I was really just blown away. So again, that's a map view. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me get out of my screen share. All right, so we're going to do the flyover of Port Royal, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll catch you in a moment. I hope you enjoyed that amazing flyover of Port Royal, Florida as much as I did. And a special thanks to William Ravis Real Estate for the rights to share that footage. Always remember, there are many things to consider and many things tend to be misunderstood when it comes to buying or selling real estate. And so feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm happy to help in your real estate journey. Thank you for watching your Real Estate Doctor channel. Always, please remember to please like and subscribe. You can hit that notification bell to my channel, Your Real Estate Doctor, as that's most appreciated. You may enjoy some of my other videos that you will see at the end of this video pop up on the screen. I also attached the link in the description below. In this case, I'm going to attach Metropolitan Naples Part 1, Luxury Lifestyle Living, which is a new construction high-rise condominium coming in 2024. It's going to be absolutely magnificent. I did an interview on that, and so you can watch Metropolitan Naples, known as ARA, at Metropolitan Naples Part 1. Feel free to comment. Don't be shy. You can reach me at 239-331-5886. Again, that's 239-331-5886. I am Dr. Ron Repasy with William Ravis Real Estate. Blessings to you, wishing you peace, health, and happiness, and we will catch you next time. Ba-boom.